Yes, yes, yes. Don't forget to check out Doggy Diamonds No Filter, the audio version of this podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you've never been there before and you want to get there, the links are right below in the description box. Also, for only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias, my website, my Twitter, Facebook, Insta stories, YouTube community, and my website, like I said, www.doggydiamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggy Diamonds for your promo that you might need for any of your product. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. Be ready to go. Don't hit me. I'm going to see you in 7 months. No, if you're ready to do your promo now or maybe a week out, contact me. Yeah, let's go. So as we get prepared, everybody file in the room, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Exclusive information you're not going to get nowhere. Nowhere can you get information like this. Trust and believe. I'm chilling. But every now and again, I want to talk crazy, but I'm chilling. So without any further ado, I present myself. I'm going to stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggy Diamonds. This is Doggy Diamonds TV. I try to bring y'all exclusive things that you never seen before, that you never heard before, information dealing with hip hop culture, good, bad, and different. And I'm very big on publishing. I'm very big on thievery. I'm very big on people getting fair treatment. So when I hear of somebody being treated unfair and somebody puts a bug in my ear and say, hey man, I got some information about, this, that, and the third, I'm like, well, let's give it to the people, because as an audience, y'all are really, really consumed by who stole what, who got who publishing. Many of y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but y'all love it. Y'all love the conversation, right? Y'all love the conversation. Y'all love talking about publishing and all that. So I try to bring people on who know about the topic. So without any further ado, I present the homie. Introduce yourself to the people. This guy.
Yeah, salute, Doggy. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Gangu Roach in the house, copyright administrator, consultant. I'm here.
Publishing.
Let's go.
The king of returning people's publishing to them. The king of getting people back their publishing. They don't know that you have the ability to check the forensics, because they don't know that when people get their publishing taken, they think it's just a thing of, somebody took your publishing, you make a phone call, you get your publishing back. No, it is actually some forensics that have to be done, that you have to find people's publishing, right or wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a, it's a complex game. A lot of people just know the exterior of the business. My creations will get me an admin deal or a co-publishing situation, and and I can get paid on it. And some label guys look at it like that too, and even some publishers, they just don't know the interior, and it gets ugly that way when you just choose the wrong person to collect your money. You know what I'm saying? And that's real crucial. So if you go to somebody sloppy, that somebody can come behind and just cover and recover what your publisher or admin isn't collecting.
So
this is the case right here with this one guy.
Yeah, so we covered it before when we did publishing. Is publishing essentially just like a big Ponzi scheme of how you can lose your publishing and don't even know you're losing it, because you might be getting paid a good rate over here, but you don't even know over there somebody's getting paid just like you and they ain't write a damn thing.
Absolutely.
Or didn't produce
that's the whole part of the game. Like, you got to rely on your publisher in America to send the memo to the other PROs in the other countries. You know what I'm saying? And they don't always get the memo correctly. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they don't get the memo at all. Me and Doggy Diamonds do a record. I sign to one publisher and Doggy Diamonds signs to another publisher, and I'm getting my 50% of the record. But Doggy Diamonds, he thinks he's getting his portion too. But little does he know, he's not getting his money in all the countries like I am. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else will come from behind, see that money sitting, and just go collect the money. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, back in the physical days with the CDs and tapes and vinyl, I know a guy that would just wake up on a Tuesday, because remember, you'd be able to sell your records on,
Yeah,
that was the
big. That was the release date was Tuesday.
Yeah, he would wake up, go to Disco Mat Sam Goody, go buy all the new releases, drive up and down Route 4, up and down the highway, smoke some shit, play the music, and just look at the covers, look at the back credits. How we used to look at the credits, it would say produced by Doggie. Mine might say Gangu Roach, written by Gangu Roach, ASCAP, and then it might say Sony AT as my publisher. Yours might say your name, ASCAP, and no publisher. You know what I'm saying? So when this guy's driving, looking around for that, you know what I'm saying? He sees that you don't have a publisher. That's his notes right there to let him know that he can go in and take your shit because you don't have a representative, but I do. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to do so much digging, but look on the back of the cover of the album.
Got you.
And see who was being represented and who wasn't.
So if you could push your phone up a little bit more, because the top of your head is being cut off. If you can.
That good?
No, you.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could just lift it up a little bit. Yeah, because it's just the top of your head, or if you could. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. So what you are able to do through your forensics, that's what we call it, because a lot of people don't know labels have to be audited. There's a lot of stuff with the record labels, and you have to be able to have the forensics to go and look and say, hey, you're being published in the Netherlands right now, and Joe Schmo is collecting your publishing in the Netherlands, and you don't even know that.
I mean, but at the same time, when you're semi-popular or popular and you get 4,000 pages and the territory of Netherlands is missing on page 2,226.
Yeah. How do you know?
You don't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You got the check on top, or it came direct deposit. The email PDF statement comes from the company saying, here's your statements. Most people's, even if they jog through it, they just looking at countries and don't even know what the hell's going on.
So know what I'm saying? We're going to cover the Dane Grease situation, but if you could run off names right now that you know for a fact, who's getting their publishing stolen right now? Give me the name, because I know the names. You told me, but give me the name.
I mean, well, from particular people, well, the same company that stole Dane Grease's publishing.
No, not the people who's stealing from Dane Grease. The artist that's getting ripped off right now, and they probably don't even know it, but you know for a fact. You went out. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Benzino was calling.
Tell the homie I said what up. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that. Anyway. Dane Grease, D-Dot, Derek Angeletti, Lord Jamar, Grand Poobah, Sadat X, Alamo.
So Brand Nubian.
Tretch, Annoyed by Nature. I think maybe KG a little bit off the top.
So let's chill. Let's go. We'll get into that another day.
Some Wu-Tang guys.
Yes, Capadonna, definitely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A Law of Mathematics.
Yeah.
I remember everything.
Street Life.
Yes.
Even the main guys, Method Man, Raekwon, they got touched a little bit, but you're not gonna really. They didn't really touch them too much, but they got touched in America too.
The one that you told me about, not the one that's being handled this week. We're not going to talk about that one until it's out there. But the big one that happened off a big record, off a Oscar slap. Could we mention that or no? You don't want to mention that.
And again,
the Oscar slap dude. That's all I'm gonna say. With that record, Or
Man,
or you want to hold off on that?
yeah, I gotta hold off on
Okay,
that.
okay,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. We won't
Yeah,
say
that's a
we.
good.
That's all we'll
That's a good
say.
one, though.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah. But that they're gonna be like, holy,
Yes, yes,
you know, because it's big. All right.
yes.
So if we can, Dame Grease, how did
Hmm.
you find out that Dame Grease was getting touched? You know, his publishing was getting touched up.
Well, I mean, it kind of all started off with I think maybe Nature from the Firm,
Mm-hmm.
who's like the first person that I was dealing with back in like '06,
Mm-hmm.
'07 or something like that. He was getting robbed. His name is Jermaine Baxter with
Mm-hmm.
no E at the end of Jermaine. Some by the time I met him, that his prior administrator, he was ASCAP. He was an ASCAP member. His prior administrator didn't tell him that he didn't register all his songs and things like that. His prior administrator just took advantage and made a BMI account with his same name
Mm.
and diverted his royalties into the BMI account behind Nature's back.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had to take so maybe around 2010 we had to take that company to court and get a settlement and
Mm.
get the name fixed and things like that, you know, on behalf of his catalog. And yeah, that was a crazy one. You know,
So
it was highly unfortunate.
is this is this the Firm album? Is it the Firm or is
Oh yeah, they got
everything?
the Firm album. They got about, well, just in America alone, they probably collected like 90,000 off the Firm album off of him.
Damn.
Then they collected like another like 12,000 in Canada off of him.
Damn.
And then mind you, the Phone Tap song got sampled into "Can't Believe" by Carl Thomas and Faith
Facts.
Evan.
Mm-hmm.
So that publisher went over there and stole that money. Yeah,
Damn.
it was something. You know what I'm saying? It was something. He left some money there. He might left like 17,000 on the song "Fire" off the QB's Finest album. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. I remember us getting like 17 off that. Like, you know, it was like, you know, you'd look for something and be upset, and then you go somewhere else and be like, oh, he left 17,000, and you'd be happy, like, oh, there's something here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we might have found maybe like, just from Nature, we might have found maybe like 40 or 50,000 from residue money that they didn't take, you know what I'm saying?
And you know
And
what's
then
so
maybe
crazy about that, because Nature
a
is
hundred
not,
off the 100 off the lawsuit, maybe like a buck and change off the lawsuit.
you know what make
So
that so deep, because Nature is not even like a top artist. So I can imagine
yeah,
what they do to the top artists. There's
yo, and
millions
that,
of
and
them.
at that time, honestly, in 2010, I'm not who I am now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I won that case, but evidence-wise, I lost. I didn't have all the proper. It was more money than that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you know, yeah, if it was now or 5 years ago, but yeah, I didn't have all the evidence, but they paid upon what I found.
And could we go back on the record and say you also helped Liza Rios in her case?
Yeah, you
Okay.
know, that's a fact,
Because there's a
man. You
lot
know
of
what I'm saying? I mean,
fallacies about that still, bro. Well, I guess we,
I
we,
mean, I mean, I mean, the truth is the truth. I
yeah.
mean, you know, we went to court. You know, Jelly Bean was also you know, juggling balls. At the same time, when I was in court with Jelly Bean, Trackmasters was in court with him, maybe in the other room or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trackmasters court case got settled maybe like a month or two before I settled the pun case. You know what I'm saying? Um, I caught him around 2003 or 2004 as the royalty statements were getting dumbed down to put her into a recoup position.
Mm-hmm.
It went from like it was down to like 80,000 around then, and then the next statement it jumped up to like 400 and something thousand. You know what
Damn.
I'm saying? You know, just to put her back into the recoup. But mind you, at the same time, he wasn't even giving her statements. So it's like by the time he sent some statements, mind you, that's 2004, whatever. There's a lot of like statute of limitations rules and stuff like that. So we jumped him in 2014. He was just showing us like the last 6 years of statements that goes back to 2008, and it would say like, oh, she's unrecouped like 300 and something thousand. How'd it get like that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then we had to get like the evidence, you know what I'm saying, from discovery. Then it showed all the, you know, '05 and '04. Then it showed that it was down at one point, and then he brought it back up. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of got caught doing that. But even with the 80,000 in 2004, so you know, he was juggling that. It was recouped before that. You know what I'm saying? From what I recall, I think it was supposed to really be recouped in like '01 or something like that.
And this is the
But I can't.
legendary Big Pun. And if I'm not mistaken, we covered this before, but who
Yeah.
the judge was really mad at somebody else in the situation. You know, the Jelly Bean was liable, but it was somebody else liable as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well. I mean, the whole thing is that the other party. Okay, if I'm saying, okay, look, this is the whole thing. Let's just make it plain and simple. If one party is saying, if me and Doggie Diamonds are partners,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm saying, and we're getting money from Jelly Bean, and I'm saying I'm getting my money, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be saying the same thing.
Mm. Got
Right?
you.
If you're not saying the same thing, and you're getting your money and I'm not getting mine, and we're partners 50-50, something is obviously weird, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody should be able to say like, oh, well, I'll talk to him about that because I don't know why you're not getting your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was
So,
other
I mean,
monies given that never made it to Liza too, but that's somebody else's story to tell.
yeah, I mean, it was just ugly behind the scenes, man. You know, I don't know if there was intimidation factors involved or what have you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah, I mean, we're not here
good.
to kick anybody back in, but we're here to be truthful and honest with this industry because
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
so
bro,
much
the forensic tells
dishonesty.
the truth, man.
Yeah.
The forensic's going to tell the
Yeah,
truth.
if your
It's going to tell
DNA is
you,
on the gun and on the bullets and nobody else's,
exactly,
then
man.
come on, bro.
It's going to
It
tell you
is.
what angle you got shot from.
Yeah,
Everything I'm
yeah.
saying is everything I say can't be disputed. If anybody that's watching Doggie Diamonds, I'll put money up anytime. If anybody thinks they could dispute or make sense against what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, please contact me for any situation that has been that I've worked on. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
If you think you know more than me, please address it.
So let's bring them up to speed right now with this present day and time. Dame Grease is getting. Could you told me behind the scenes, name the songs that was being stole from Dame Grease? I think it's gonna blow their mind.
Mean, just to name a few, Damien, DMX, For My Dogs, Look Through My Eyes. Wait, let me go up some more. Okay, here we go. Body in the Trunk.
That's Nori and DMX, right?
that's Capone Noriega. But that's not that's Nas, right?
That's Nas. No, that's Nas and Noriega.
Yeah.
So they were stealing Body in the Trunk. They were stealing Damien.
He was stealing 50% of Body in the Trunk.
50%?
Half the money.
And mind you, we're gonna say the person's name, but they had absolutely they didn't write nothing, they didn't produce nothing.
He had nothing, he didn't know nobody. He forged a signature. He forged 30 signatures for an advance with Bug Music, and then Bug Music was bought by BMG Rights. They unknowingly bought the catalog from him. You know, he was taught, you know, how to run a nice little scam, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So I don't know why you freezing. So the last one you said was Body in the Trunk. Just give me two more.
Yeah, stop being greedy.
Stop being greedy? Did you say stop being greedy?
Yeah. Stole that. Absolutely.
Yeah, your phone is tripping. Your phone is tripping right now. I don't know what's going on. I think somebody's trying to contact you as we doing this.
No one's trying to contact me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because your even the way you look changed. You see it? It says your signal is bad. You see that?
I'm in my house. Man.
Yeah, for some reason it wowed out. All right. Yeah, it's still wilding, but we gonna make doing. So stop being greedy. Damien, Body in the Trunk. That's it, right? We ain't even got a name no more. Those are big, humongous records.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
Absolutely.
Whew.
Absolutely.
So you were able to find out that a person was stealing these records from him.
Yeah, I went through Dame's statements and noticed that his pages were short basically, and there was a lot of countries missing on his statement. So I forensically did an international search and saw that somebody else was holding his catalog behind his publisher's back, which is Sony TV.
Yeah, you sound really bad right now. What the hell just happened? You was good and then you just got crazy. But I think your bars are very low. You on the crib Wi-Fi?
You want me to take it off Wi-Fi? I don't know what I'm on.
Yeah, try. Yeah, check really quick. Yep. This is exclusive info, y'all. Y'all not gonna hear this nowhere else. I know y'all like listening to liars on other podcasts that sit there and lie and they gotta backtrack their statements and apologize. This is all factual stuff. So this is.
I took it off Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's still the same. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you could put it back on Wi-Fi. I don't know what's happening. Or you know what? Can you go out and come back in and see what happens? Let's do that. Try to go out and come back in.
I'm gonna leave and come back.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So we're trying to get this audio together, which we should have together in a second. It was doing well, and then it just started acting crazy really quick. So it just said his network bandwidth is low, so that's why it's tripping. So let's see if he goes out and then come back in, if we could get it, back up. But yeah, man, this is this exclusive information that you're not gonna get nowhere else. You're not gonna hear nothing like this nowhere else. And there's many people who do interviews, but this is a little different because when in this culture, we always hear about people getting their publishing stolen. Ra Harmon, thank you for the donation. We always hear about people getting their publishing stolen. This person took this person publishing. Let me get my phone and text them. And yeah. So this is what we doing right now. Let me tell them to log out and log back in. Hold on. The Zoom, okay. Because he's still in there. Okay, there you go. He probably gonna try to come back now. But yeah, again, man, we gotta this is a part of the information that we need. This is a part of the sticking together that we don't do. And when we get information, we snicker and we laugh about the next person, but it could be happening to you. It could be happening to you. And if you're an artist or aspiring artist in this culture, these are the things that happen. So you have to get the information that you need. What do I tell y'all? Always tell y'all about the information. You have to get the information that you need that you can sustain and survive in this culture. That's the best thing you need. So right here, we're giving you the information to sustain and not go through this. Or if you do, how to fight it, who to contact, and who to have look over your stuff. So that's where we at right now. So yeah, you're back. Yeah, I don't hear you. I don't hear you yet. Once I hear you, we good. Okay. So let's see.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear you. And you looking good. So you had to leave. Something was interrupting your network.
Whew. I just restarted the phone.
Best thing. Okay. So we're right now. And it's another big record that was stolen from Greece that we can't talk about just yet, but we'll talk about it another time in maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks? 2 weeks?
Yeah, about
2 weeks. Okay. Because I seen anyway, I'm going to get it. I'm about to say somebody tried to leak info like they had the inside scoop. You seen the YouTube who did that?
Oh, yeah. Nah, they ain't got the scoop, man.
I just wanted to say,
nigga, please.
But yeah, but this is coming directly from you. All right. So who was the individual? Because you won. Did you win a case for Greece?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so the guy who stole Dame Grease's catalog, along with Brand Newbie and everybody else, I took this guy to court. His name is Rollo Wondered It. Rashid Harrison. His company's called Wonder Boy Publishing.
So he stole all them people's shit? Everybody you
Yeah,
named?
back in like 2003, he ran a scam and put together a whole bunch of songs and put them into a pub deal. The publisher didn't notice that the songs were stolen, and he's been rocking with them since. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I took him to court with Sony and BMG because Dame Grease is represented by Sony ATV since 1999. So anytime Dame Grease does a song, he has to submit his songs to Sony ATV Publishing for administration for Sony ATV to collect the money worldwide, take their cut, and give it back to him. That's the obligation. So there was some mishaps, I guess, with Sony and how long they were taking, and he noticed that these songs weren't being claimed by Sony, so he claimed the songs and brought them to another publisher, along with Tretch's songs, and I think he might have a song or two of Jadakiss's, and just just a whole bunch of songs.
So anybody who was lazy with they pub and they paperwork, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna grab him."
Exactly. But once again, these administrators, Universal, Sony, they might have 4 million copyrights, 3 million copyrights to administer. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you freaking 12 balls to juggle and see you don't drop one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or two or three. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's upon you to read your statements, and they don't really give you like a super tutorial on how to read your statements.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? There's no like class. They might give you, some pages like this means this means this, but it's not enough for you to really break down. It's not layman enough for somebody to understand and go to sleep at night like, oh, all my money's there. Like, who's doing that?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, this one guy, he was more like a white collar criminal, like doing credit card check frauds with banks and stuff like that. And then, I guess some people told him that he don't have to do that no more, that the publishing game is easier. You know what I'm saying?
Was that allegedly, or he was actually arrested for
No. This isn't allegedly.
I know you know the law. Yeah.
Yeah, he was taught by people that told him that he don't have to do the bank checks no more and things like that. He could just do publishing and not go to jail, because the people around him were like, he saw the people like, you're not going to jail. You just stole $250,000, like,
and we could out them one day, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's a big woo. What you told me, I'm like,
well, I mean, the guy that taught him stole Irvin Ja Rule's publishing. You know what I'm saying? And stole DMX's publishing. I had him in court in 2014. I actually had him in the deposition, a dual deposition with his lawyer and my lawyer at the time, for stealing Irvin Ja Rule's money, DMX's money, AZ from the firm. And he wouldn't answer no questions. He ran out the deposition and ran to the hospital, basically, and passed away, unfortunately, like a week later or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
and mind you,
that's who taught this guy. That's who taught this guy how to steal.
But I also want to, not that it's the key component, but I want the audience to know that these are black men doing this. This is not the typical, dude in the office and the executives. These are black men doing this to other black men.
Yeah. This isn't Weinberg in the office. You know what I'm saying? Playing games with you.
This ain't Bernie Madoff. This is Darnell from. This is Star Mel from the project.
This is Harrison Robinson. People like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Literally.
Snatching up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they made a template and they knew how to execute it well. And and they taught a few friends.
Initially, what you're saying, that they up from this. They never wrote a song, never did a beat, and they up.
Well, this character in particular that stole Dame Grease's publishing, like I said, he's just a white collar criminal. I mean, he's no dummy. And I could see, like, I was arguing with him on actually I don't even do that, but I was on a social media called That's Messy, right? And me and him were going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Arguing. And honestly, I could tell this now because this is like years ago. So back in like 98, 90, well, actually back in 99, I was hustling and doing other shit, you know what I'm saying? Along with the music business. And this is actually the same character back in October 99, when I had one foot in the game, one foot outside the game. He wore a wire on me and set me up on a kilo of coke.
For real?
Yeah, yeah. He
Oh,
came to my house. He came to my house October '99. Wore beepers, a wire. Had a Bergen County prosecutor, cop or whatever in my driveway. On the undercover car. When I would talk to he would pass the phone to him previously, and the guy would talk Jamaican and shit like that. You know, what I mean, like, yeah, they set me up. But the thing about it was is that I mean I could talk about it now. So he came to my house early that morning, and it's a small world too. He came to my house early that morning. I sold him a pound of weed in the school zone, but he wanted to buy a key. He wanted to buy a key. But what they did was when I sold them the pound of weed in the school zone, they went to the local police station and told the local cops to keep an eye on me because they want to stack a case on me. One of the cops went to high school with my family. When I got home later that night, he was on my porch with his back turned, like, all I know is somebody needs to stop selling this and that. I'm like, make a long story, after 2 minutes, he told me everything. Rashid Harrison, Bergen County cop so-and-so's name, another guy, I'm not gonna say his name right now because I'm gonna save that. Those 3 people came to your house, wore a wire on you and set you up. You know what I'm saying? So once I knew that, whenever he tried to call me, come by the house, I wasn't answering the phone. You know what I'm saying? So about 3 months later, January 2000, I got picked up on conspiracy to sell a key of coke to undercover.
damn.
I had to fight that case from that time to like May 2003. I fought it for about 3 years. May 2003. I fought it for 3 years. My lawyer got me in a halfway house for a year. I've been through some shit with this guy. I haven't seen him since. So you know what I'm saying? All we do is argue like over text or social media, and he's over here hiding over here. I don't see the guy, but yeah, he's ran off a lot of people's money. Like I said, he got Brand Nubian's money. He got he got some of D-Dot's money from some D-Dot songs, maybe like 20 songs of D-Dot's. But in total, he probably got like 900 stolen songs. I
God
mean,
damn. And
yeah.
but if you can explain to the audience, he didn't write and produce none of
No,
this.
he doesn't even know. No, I mean, some of these people, most of these people, he doesn't even know. Period. He's not a writer. Like I told you before, he's a white collar criminal. I can imagine what he's doing now that he's elevated to on the white collar spectrum that he's doing now. But yeah, he took this money from the publishing game and took that portion and put it into whatever he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I mean, there's just numerous writers, probably 40, 50, 60 writers he got that he's, making claims on.
So if he hits me up and want to defend himself, what does he have a case? What could he say?
That's who?
If he hits me up and wants to clear his name and defend himself, does he have a case? Does he have?
Oh, he could come on. Please invite him to come on Doggie Diamonds. He ain't coming on no Doggie Diamonds. I mean, ask him any questions. I mean, anything. I mean, you know how like these rappers are, like they call each other rats and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling him a rat. If I'm wrong, take me to court. Sue me for libel, whatever. Sue me. You know what I'm saying? Like, challenge me that he's not a rat. Challenge me that he doesn't wear wires on people. You know what I'm saying? I'm liable for what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? On Doggie Diamonds platform. Doggie Diamonds has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Sue me. You know what I'm saying? But no one's going to sue me because I'm accurate with what I do. You know what I'm saying? And if he's thinking I'm doing the same, sue me to challenge me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so he's just a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Worm that's just running around with stolen catalog. And actually, like I said, I'm with the Hip Hop Union, and things like this. We're trying to get it back. We're trying to make these people whole. You know what I'm saying? So they can live off their catalog and stuff like that. So this is part of the mission to get rid of guys like this. He's not good for the spirit of hip hop.
Because I don't think a lot of people know it's a lot of downtrodden, fucked up artists that call you that you sometimes got to loan money to. Legendary artists, but because they was robbed and you're trying to fix it for them, they've been popped for like 20, 30 years.
Yeah. And
some of them developed drug habits. Some of them been homeless.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. And some of them I've spent almost 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting the money back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a shame that somebody has to do this to them. You know what I'm saying? it's just unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? So we're just trying to get rid of guys like this. You know what I'm saying?
What happened in the court proceedings?
All right. So basically, with the Dame Grease catalog, we took this guy. We took the Wonder Boy, Rollo Wonder. We took him, and he was jumping. He was trying to avoid the paperwork and stuff like that. So we discovered that we could subpoena him through social media, and we did. And then he made some like posts acting like he didn't do nothing and all this type stuff. But when it was time to go to court with Sony and BMG, who wants to see him also, he didn't show up to court. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna duck court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he ducked court basically and didn't show up, and we got a judgment. You know what I'm saying? But there's like really nothing in his. There's really like I don't know if there's anything in his name or not. But we just got the catalog back. We were just more worried about relinquishing the claims, having his publisher relinquish the claims because he couldn't prove a claim, so we could take our claim back so he could make his money. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is that everything previously he could just walk right up in the sun hand in hand. He good, but moving forward he can't get nothing else. But he's able to keep what he got.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to, if I found something under his name, I could put the judgment on it and get some money out of it. But like I said, he's white collar. Yeah, I think he's the type that probably got stuff in other people's names and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
So so basically they found a way to beat the system and basically get away with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the only thing you can do is get your rights back. But he's able to buy a mansion somewhere of your money, and you could be in the shelter.
And now he took Fetty Wap's company to court, RGF to court for $7 million. Just fishing, trying to think he could get something out of it. I had to get them my lawyer, so they could wiggle out of it. You know what I'm saying? But like he's just like he just be fishing for shit. You know what I'm saying? He got people thinking that he won that case. He didn't win that case. You know what I'm saying? He's just animated. He's just I don't know what you call it, fabricator. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we just want to get rid of guys like this. You know what I'm saying? Like if anybody's around him, Rollo Wonder, Wonder Boy, or whatever his new company is, I'd stay, far from him because he has a history of stealing from people. Now I don't know if you know the producer who produced Lollipop.
Diesel, Static Major. Static Major didn't do it?
No, well, Static was a co-writer on the song.
Gotcha.
Rest in peace.
Okay.
That was actually one of my business partners. We were going to do some stuff together before he died. When he moved, I was like his tour guide in Jersey. I used to get him girls, and he gave me his Jeep Cherokee before he moved to VA to do his album and stuff. Anyway, so the producer of Lollipop, his name is Diesel, right? Rollo got into his life and was supposed to be like trying to manage him. And this was on an article. This is in some magazine that came out or something. But basically, Diesel says about him, Mr. Harrison was terminated from a trial basis management agreement for various indiscretions, which include forgery, misrepresentation, and a lack of knowledge of the music industry. Diesel continued in a statement, at this vital moment in my career, it is imperative to have a seasoned, educated individual assisting me in my ventures. So he was from what I heard from Diesel, because I spoke to him, he was trying to forge his signatures to make a dual bank account, joint bank. He was just tapping into his bank account, stuff like that, forging stuff, just doing what he was doing in the 90s that landed him in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So like this guy isn't healthy for any of us. You know what I'm saying?
So let's give him a rundown. So what you're saying is he wore a wire on you, got you jammed up.
Back in October 99, wore a wire on me. Yeah. I don't want to speak for other people that he might have done it to. I can speak for myself. He wore a wire on me October 99. Absolutely. And like I said, sue me if I'm inaccurate.
Yeah, got you a case. Then you come to find out you were doing forensic work for, Grease, that's the homie. And then you find his name on stuff and you like, oh, that's a nigga who wore a wire on me. Oh, shit. So
Exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Is that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, he's doing pretty good. It seems like with, all the stolen stuff and whatever else he's doing, but he's not good for any of us and what we do.
Got you. I mean,
You know?
I would hope he would want to come state his case. I don't know if he will,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
he's invited.
this would be great, man. I mean, shoot, man, I would love for you to get him to come up here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he's
Because he was on
invited.
social, he was on That's Messy saying, "Oh, this needs to be on a bigger platform."
Mm.
You know,
Well,
but just talking junk. All right, challenge him.
well, here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, yeah, Rollo, come on up and state your case. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather you try to sue me if I'm lying about something. You
So
know, I'm a
you're
court guy anyway.
so you're putting out there for sure. If I'm lying on you, then sue me.
Yeah, and you know what? But that's a PSA to all the rappers too.
Yeah.
I don't when I hear, oh, he's a razor. What? Why don't y'all sue each other? Like, why don't we get down to the bare facts? You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd rather walk around with the stigma that you're a rat or a possible rat. You know what I'm saying? Instead of bringing it to court and seeing if this person could prove something. Like that's the most ignorant shit I ever heard in my life. You'd rather walk around, we're having rappers calling each other rats when you have a chance to prove it.
But you know, the lie is always more entertaining than the truth.
I'm just saying, like, it just makes me look at that rapper like, wait a minute, like, you know what I'm saying? Or at least we can make this as let's let it be known to these undereducated rappers now, at least. Hey, if somebody's calling you a rat, sue them. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely defamation. That's definitely defamation.
Yeah, sue them. It's supposed to go against your character and what you do with your image. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna fuck up your money. If you're a rat.
Let me ask you something on record. I got called a cop on Vlad TV before. Did I have a case? Did I have a case?
No, I don't think so. I think they have to like do it multiple times, you know.
But it was a big interview though. Did I have it? I just want to know I have a case, because that was very defaming.
And I think you only have like a year statute of limitation.
No, I wouldn't have did it anyway. But I'm just saying, I wanted to know, did I have a case?
I don't know, but I know about some slanders that I could have sued on, but I was nice to them and didn't do it. And some of them are some of your peers that got
because think
shows.
about the culture we in, right? Because I had people harassing me behind a lie, right? That was later apologized for. So you mean to tell me I ain't have a case if you call me something like that that's defaming in our culture? And I think I probably had a case, but I wouldn't have did it.
You might
Yeah, because people started harassing me based off of this interview.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I was a bitch, I could have been saying, you know, I got X amount of tweets, I got X amount of, you know, people harassing me, my reputation is damaged, my business, my brand. You know, I think I had a case, but you know.
But like I said, I invite to be sued. Please sue me. Please sue me, somebody. If I'm in that, that's what I'm saying. Like, why aren't these rappers saying that? I'm not a rat. Please sue me. So like I'm a suit. Like, I don't understand. Like, no, I don't see no action. It doesn't make any sense. You know
it's all on record. But, okay.
Yeah.
So
I can prove everything.
So again, if we're, for the people that's just tuning in, because people just tuning in, name one more time the records that was stolen by Dane Grease. It's going to blow their mind.
You Can't Kill Me. I think that was in the CNN album. I think that was a Capone record. If I recall. Stop Being Greedy, DMX. I mean, there's more. I'm just giving you some of the Stop Being Greedy, DMX. Niggas Want to Act. Damien. ATF. Body in the Trunk.
That's it. That's all you gotta say. But it's about 20 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Coast to Coast Gangsters. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of them. And You Don't Stop, But Don'ts Only. They got some LL Cool J records that Dame produced. Slick Rick records Dame produced.
Oh wow, yeah. Because when Slick Rick came home, he was on Slick Rick album. Wow.
Yeah. So he took that record. Like I said, I don't have it off here right now, but it's definitely some D-Dot production.
So
some D-Dot. And Teddy Riley, you know what I'm saying? Teddy Riley, like he's arguing about Teddy Riley on social media. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. But Teddy Riley, you got some Teddy Riley joints. Man, there's like I said, Brand New, Being Tretch. Just a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people, man. That one guy, from the Bronx. Man, I forgot his name. But yeah, it's
Showbiz?
just I can go.
Showbiz?
Who?
Showbiz?
Nah, the Money Boss Players producer.
Oh, my man, Minnesota.
Yeah,
You know that for sure?
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna get you and Minnie on the phone soon.
Yeah, no, I talked to Minnie. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
me
yeah,
and
yeah.
Minnie cool, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know if I told him that particular. But yeah, Minnie, man, like I said, a lot of Wu-Tang, all of the Wu-Tang got touched at one point.
And it's
You
and
know?
it's and it's crazy because people don't really know how connected many of us are in the culture that we all talk. Just tapping in, yo, what's good with you? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They
right.
don't know that we just talk regularly. This like a
Yeah.
lot of our relationships is not 100% business. It's life
Nah.
stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? How you feel and
Absolutely.
how's the mom? You know, stuff like
Yeah.
that. It
Absolutely.
transcends this business. You know what I'm saying? Is deep. So you can out the guy one more time. You can say his name.
Yeah. Rashid Harrison, they call him Rollo Wonder, white collar criminal.
Mm,
Stole a bunch of catalog in 2003.
mm,
Wears wires on people.
damn.
Sue me. He bought a kid I bought. There was another person with him that he bought that set me up.
Mm-hmm.
That was with him, but I'm playing nice right now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna say his name.
Is somebody know?
I'm just playing nice right now, man. I'm playing nice right now with somebody, you know. So I just don't want to, expose that. Like, no one cares about this guy. People care about the other guy a little bit. So I'm just gonna leave it alone for right now. But
And I do want to say because I'm gonna put out there, and then it's a family that is well known publishing takers, and we'll just leave that at that. And when it's time,
well, no, I mean I can mention the brothers. I mean the two. There was Rondo Robinson. That's the one who taught the guy Rollo Wonder how to steal publishing. I don't think the other. Yeah, Rondo Robinson taught him, but he's deceased. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But
So
when
they
you
were kind of
say
like,
that name now, then they could put it together. Who we talking?
yeah. Well, Rondo was with Sugar Hill. He was with Sugar Hill Music, Sugar Hill Records. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing.
He's one of
We
the.
spoke
Is he?
about this. We spoke about this before. Like he was doing his thing, but he taught this other guy that just happened to wear a wire on me.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it just got ugly from there. Like I said, I didn't see this guy since like October '99. You know what I'm saying? But I'm surprised, he's still out here doing his
So
thing. You know?
when you was told you wore why you copped out, or did he go
Nah, I fought the case. I mean, I never
so
saw
he
him in
came,
court.
or he never, so he was just a
No, no,
CI.
I didn't take it to trial. No, I had to take a plea
But
after 3 years.
but in your
I mean, first,
discovery, you found out he was a CI.
no, the cop told me.
Oh damn.
Remember, I told you the cop came to my house and said
Yeah.
his name. He said they're stacking the case on you. I knew the same night. I sold him a pound of weed like 10 in the morning. I went to Brooklyn with my man to go meet up with Spliff Star in Brooklyn back in '99. Met Spliff Star for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Hung out with this other rapper named Shaw Record that was like a Wu-Tang guy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you knew that.
No.
Came back home later at night. My light came on. The cop saw it. Rang my bell. Came downstairs. He had his back turned to me, saying, "All I know is somebody needs to stop selling drugs out here, this and that." 2 minutes later, turned around and told me exactly what happened at the police station. You know what I'm saying? That's that. I didn't need I got the letter that said confidential CI number, this and that, but it's not gonna. I already know who it was. The cop told me same night.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Same night. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you sue me.
Yeah.
If I'm saying anything inaccurate.
Mm. One last question about
Mhm.
pub. It's a big controversy that we discussed last night with this Quentin Miller and Nas thing. Quentin Miller got writer's credit on Nas' The Pressure song. How was that possible?
All right. Me and my guy was consulting for Quentin Miller for a very short time on the phone, just going back and forth with him, maybe like 5 years ago or something like that. And he already did something with the Drake work and stuff like that. And when we were speaking to him, he had writer credits for maybe like 5 records, 6 records, maybe or something like that in total.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he had pub credit on those Drake records. I didn't ask him in particular if he wrote a verse or if he wrote a hook. I mean, if he's writing the hooks, I can't disqualify that.
But this particular song doesn't really have a hook. It got like some little singing part. The pressure. I mean, if he wrote that and got writer credit, I guess that's a homeboy hookup, but it's no hook per se. It ain't no hip hop parade.
Okay, so you're thinking that man, like, I got the feeling Quentin Miller participated in a verse.
It just looks spooky.
Oh man.
Because he's not a ghostwriter. Reason why he said he's not a ghostwriter and people misinterpreted it. He said he's not a ghostwriter because he's getting credit. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Audience, you're not a ghostwriter if you're credited. The ghostwriter doesn't get credit. They just write behind the scenes. He's getting credit.
A ghostwriter is like Jadakiss for Puffy on the No Way Out album or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And not getting your publisher and not getting your writer credit.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's credited as a writer on that song. But I'm trying to figure out at what capacity could he have written. There's no real core. I mean, if the pressure, if he wrote that and got a writer credit, bro, we done been in the studio before with a dude. Even you, I don't know your history of writing, but I've wrote before, and I might have said, nah, say it like this. I'm not getting no writer credit. Exactly. I ain't getting no writer credit. I just told you what to say or told somebody else what to say. But when you get writer credit, that's different. And I was trying to explain to people, they trying to say, oh, he wrote the hook. Yo, we wasn't there. But he is a credited writer, and he's known for writing for people. It just, Nas, we need answers. Because at first he said he wrote for Nas. And then he tried to say, oh, we bounced around ideas. But you got writer credit. See, ideas don't get no credit. That's just in the studio vibing.
Yeah.
How many times you been in the studio vibing?
Yeah.
You never got credit.
Right.
But when you're a credited writer, that means you got pub, you on ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC, and you went through administrator and all of that for a Nas King's Disease album. Make it make sense.
Yo, I got plenty of rappers. I even got rappers that hit me up like, I wrote that guy's verse on that song and I didn't get no credit. I'm like, yo, bro, that was like 15 years ago. Like, you can't get no credit for that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have did, you had to get it done proper,
Oh, I mean, but we could expose something else really quick. Being that we in the mood. Free him. Hopefully he gets through his situation well. But Casanova.
Oh yeah.
He didn't write "Don't Run" according to the paperwork you gave me.
No, and the crazy thing is that Dwight Cromer wrote "Don't Run" for Casanova. Dwight Cromer, unfortunately, is in jail for a shooting. The courts used the lyrics that he wrote for "Don't Run" against himself, against him in court, saying that he wrote Casanova's lyrics, saying that, the lyrics that you wrote is about the shooting that you did a couple of days prior to the song being created. Whoa. So basically the evidence that you see, basically it sounds like he called the guy, he said, "Fuck boy, don't run," but before or after he shot him. And allegedly he put that in the lyrics of the song.
For Casanova. That everybody thinks is Casanova's song, but he wrote it and ended up being used against him.
And according to the courts, allegedly according to the courts, is based on the shooting behind the writer. And he was convicted upon those lyrics too. And
for people who might think we capping, I got the evidence on my phone because you sent it to me. And we didn't even out it when you first sent it to me. Because he sent it.
Yeah.
He sent it to both of us. And I have it in my phone. I have all the documents. I have everything that could prove that Casanova didn't write "Don't Run." He wrote it. And then they used it against him because they knew he wrote it for Casanova. But...
And he got 20 years on it.
But also, he got beat for the song, though.
Absolutely. Mind you, he got arrested a few days before they shot the video. And, when it was time to do the registrations and credits for the song, he wasn't here to defend himself on his percentage. So Casanova took the 50%.
The things you find out on Doggie Diamonds TV, like I said, y'all could watch some other people and people be lying. I be telling y'all sometimes, like, yo,
like I said, everything I say is actual, factual. Please challenge me on anything. I have documentation. I am the orchestrator of the reversal of the writer credit on the Casanova song to Dwight Palmer. Good luck to Casanova with what's going on with
his situation. But you didn't
yeah,
write the record.
But this is what I do. I'm the orchestrator of that. Like, you can't. I'm talking about stuff that I'm doing. It's not like I heard or somebody called me about a case or stuff. I'm the orchestrator of this. You know what I'm saying? And I've showed you the change of registrations.
Oh no, I got it in my phone.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Yeah, this is not something that we just. This is not a feel good moment. And while we're at it, let's talk about everybody. No. This is I could show them. I could show them for real, because remember we was on the WhatsApp.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
when you see somebody thumb, that's paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So we gotta we always gonna cover our ass when it comes to the truth. But it's also important that we tell the truth, spread the truth, and send it out there.
Yeah. And like absolutely, like, me and you guys, we love this hip hop thing. You know what I'm saying? So, me and you've been talking about how to clean this stuff up.
Yeah, and we fight for the underdog. It's not, what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. We're against the grain, me and you.
Oh no, we out the we never I've never been in the whip. Don't want to get in the whip. I'm trying to burn the whip down to where everybody can ride safe, whether you on the bus, the train.
This industry is way too phony, and as long as the cat is up, they're not going to defend their fellow man that's down. Mostly,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? And most of these guys aren't going to join the union either. As much as some people, I hope they do, but they're up, so they don't feel the same. They don't have the compassion.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For somebody who might never seen the money that they were supposed to, like I can, just saying like a Jazzy J, for example. You know what I'm saying? Who's like put in a lot of work in the business.
Credited for founding Def Jam.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Tila Rock, the first record, like
he deserves, he deserves more than what he has, and he might have a lot, but like, I want to try to get him like certain, I'm in a position where I know I can get him certain monies. And it might be the biggest check that he's ever seen in one shot. I don't know, but
yeah,
I got some situations for him that, I'm gonna get him some bread. Spoonie G got some situations, you know what I'm saying? He was a legend in the early 80s.
Yes.
I know if you were signed to Profile Records,
you in trouble.
I already know you had a problem.
So Smooth,
I don't have to take any guesses.
Yeah, so
Profile Records could sue me. You could sue me if I'm inaccurate.
So listen, this is how real he is with it. He's telling people, please sue me if I'm lying. If I'm lying, then sue me.
On their publisher and Pro Music and Pro Tunes. I'm not going to say the record label, but they have a publishing end called Pro Music and Pro Tunes. If I'm accurate upon those two companies, please sue me. You know what I'm saying? But I already beat them in court. You know I know.
Could we tell the audience that
one of the most? Let me just tell you something. One of the most popular rap groups in history took this one guy to court that owned Profile, the partner on the publishing end. This guy had this probably one of the most popular groups in rap history.
2 years ago.
Probably for like 10, 12 years.
2 years ago.
And for 10, 12 years. And they lost, right? I beat that same guy in like a year. But it took 5 quarters. It took 5 quarters.
Wow.
It took a year and a quarter. I beat him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't I'm not gonna say we don't think the same, but we ain't the same, bro.
So
that lawyer that lost, I used him for my case because I knew with the evidence that I provided that he was gonna win. And I also knew he was so passionate to win against these guys. From his L and the egg on his face.
Yeah.
Kill it. because he was no doubt. I could have used my lawyer, a whole bunch of stuff. I knew his motivation and passion was like, I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to think strategically too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but this guy's like on fire. He's ready to kill these guys. He ain't gonna sleep. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and we killed it together.
Let me
you know
ask you something. Did Larry Smith ever get his just due before?
Yeah, he sued and won a settlement against I think the publisher that was controlling the Fat Boys. Forgot his name, but he's another guy. Oh man,
yeah, he's
another guy. Yeah, he's another guy, man. Oh man, I forgot his name, but he's another piece of work, bro.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's juggling, playing games.
So basically, it is a scheme behind the scenes that the average artist and the average consumer don't know is get people.
Yeah, why would I pay you all? Just look at it like this. Why would I pay you all your money when you don't know nothing?
Yeah, why would I give you what you don't know you're supposed to get?
Why would I give you all your money when you don't know nothing? Seriously, why would I give you all your money when you don't know nothing, bro? Like, why would I give you all your money? Why? Tell me a good reason why I give you all your money. You know what I'm saying? When you don't know nothing. When I'm batting freaking 900 at the plate. You know what I'm saying? You know, and better than that. You guys that I give statements to, like all you million customers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like if I send out 1 million different statements, I might get freaking emails. I might get freaking like 2,000 emails about fucking my accounting being inaccurate. That's a low percentage. I deal with that all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll deal with that all day. You know what I'm saying? Why would I pay you when I get low inquiries?
No one
bothers me about paying low.
And also it might be artists that might get a royalty publishing statement for $1 million a year. So they like, I'm getting my M, but they don't know they're supposed to get 1.5. They're supposed to get 2.
I seen that. I'm going through that now. With an artist. I'm going through that now, of course. They were comfortable because they were getting their bread. They were getting my one guy made about $4.5 million in the past 6 years or something like that. So he ain't really like, oh, where's the money at or something like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I popped up on him, and so far I found another $3 million.
Wow.
That they were hiding on him.
Wow.
Matter of fact, when I met him, he was in the days. Like, matter of fact, he was. My one guy was. He was a little abused by, in my opinion, by a big exec. I don't want to say no names on. Mm-hmm. And he was victimized, but we found some 7 figures that exec was hiding. So and we're not even done. Like,
so could we tell them also at one point, we don't got to name the labels, because one of them is actually, I have affinity for them. They, is my big homie, but it is what it is. The labels back in the days didn't do publishing; they would just do a royalty rate. They would just keep your publishing.
Well, yeah, that was like a co-chilling contract, Profile Records.
Yeah, he said the label. I didn't want him to say, "Oh God."
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
But it is what it is. It is.
A lot of those 80 contracts, even the 90s, because I know Camp Low and them even signed a contract like that, and that contract had to be like 95, 96.
Wasn't it with Profile?
And they signed the same. They signed the 80s type contract.
Mm.
They didn't have a publishing entity. You know what I'm saying? They were only getting a royalty rate. The copyright holder was the record company, and I would just pay you a royalty rate. You didn't have Doggie Diamonds publishing.
Yeah,
I had that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So those a lot of those guys, even in the 90s, they were giving out 80s type deals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember GR Productions was like that. You know what I'm saying, with Teddy and them. I mean, I don't know, man. That might have been all these guys knew. That was the one too. You know what I'm saying? And they probably learned that from how we were getting abused in the 60s and just passing on the pain.
And they would just go to Burt Bedell and he would give them like $400K and they felt good. I just got $400K. But then, because Granddad AIU told a horror story before too, like he got a couple of dollars and he was like, yo, how he got most of my money? He never was in the studio.
I spoke to, I spoke to Granddaddy. Yeah, I speak to Granddaddy all the time. I spoke to Granddaddy last week, and I know who you're talking about, who got 40% and was never in the studio.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh. Rest in peace.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of those contracts were royalty based, that you didn't have a publishing entity, so you're only getting a royalty. But if you did sign a contract around 86, 87, 88, you can file a U.S. copyright termination, and at least you'll get your U.S. rights back if you file it within the proper window, and it's agreed upon. You'll get your publishing back. So I mean, honestly, right now, a lot of people are getting their publishing back.
Yeah.
From 87, 88, they're doing copyright terminations and stuff like that. Now the foreign laws is different, so that publisher still is going to get paid on the foreign royalty.
So let me ask you, how was BDP? Because KRS-One, I believe he said he doesn't own his album. He doesn't own Criminal Minded album.
Yeah, it was bought. I think Frank Babar owns it now, of Phase One Entertainment. Because I used to go by his office like 5-6 years ago, and he had all this BDP stuff, keychains and all this stuff. But I'm pretty sure he's the holder of the master of BDP. On the publisher end, it would be KRS-One and estates and things like that control the publisher end.
So I
found some discrepancies with that too, but I'm not going to go there with that.
But yeah, no, I want to ask you though. But I want to ask you, because Scott LaRock Jr., I interviewed him the first time. Is he owed monies from that? Because his pops was.
Yeah, but I think even in order to I think he still has to go to court in order to prove that he's like the only
son.
kid or
got
something.
Got you.
Yeah, in
only
order
child.
to try to work. Yeah, otherwise I forgot. Probate.
Got you.
Probate. Yeah. So I spoke to him. I told him he had to go to probate. He can't claim nothing without probate.
Got you. But
you see what I'm saying?
So there is monies that was supposed to have been allotted to
yeah,
Scott.
I'm sure it's being held for him. I mean, once he fixes with probate or whoever.
No, I'm talking about Scott LaRock, his father, who passed away. There was money that he never got because he passed away immediately.
Yeah, well, his writer credit is out there, and the longer you keep it out there, the more somebody else is going to take it. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's other publishers that have been eaten off of that because no one's been making claims. Damn. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when something sits out there for 30 years. It's sitting out there for 30 years. They're like, yo, this guy's passed away. Like, I can make a claim on it. No one's going to say anything. You know what I'm saying?
So all them dope records he performing in verses, he don't even own.
Dope that he don't own, or you mean
KRS-One performed like damn near the whole Criminal Minded in his verses against Big Daddy Kane.
Well. I mean, he's supposed to get an artist royalty from Frank. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to get some artist royalties or something like that from Frank. You know what I'm saying? If Frank controls the master, he's supposed to be getting an artist royalty. Maybe KRS-One's busy, hasn't taken care of that, or maybe he has, because I know he's suing Kanye on some publishing on what song? South Bronx?
I think it's something that he used, yeah. But what I'm hearing is that he can't sue Kanye because I think he doesn't own it.
Well, doesn't own it. I mean, he has a pub. Oh. No. I think. Well, I thought man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really messy. That's what I'm saying. It's so old.
But that's what you heard.
Yeah, because it's so old that it was, remember they was on Sleeping Bag. It's labels that went out of business.
Okay, so he can't verify that he owns his publishing.
For that.
Basically.
Probably for that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so he can't verify that he owns his publishing. I guess once again, just like say like the profile contracts and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I don't own the copyright. I can't sue if I don't own the copyright. Yeah. You have to sue as Co-Chillin Records.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So, or else I got to sue Co-Chillin for not doing their duties to get me my money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So maybe that's a situation that, once again, B-Boy Records, he was just getting paid a royalty. You know what I'm saying? And he can't sue because B-Boy Records is supposed to sue. Or that's more like Frank that's supposed to sue. Frank's supposed to sue. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think is happening. The owner of the record, the masters, are suing, not him, and then they might be able to break him off because being that he doesn't own it. He's
Well, I
saying,
mean, once again, he's in the window for copyright termination, so he could end all that bullshit and get control. Even if he didn't own your copyright, then he can get it back now.
So what you're saying is possible for everybody who didn't own their shit, you could get your shit back.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, after years, Mace can get his stuff back if he came out in 96, 97.
Who?
Mace can get his stuff back too. In 2032.
Mace can get it back in 2032.
Mm-hmm.
So all the fighting and arguing he doing, he could get it back.
Yeah, no, he can get it back. Yeah, absolutely, he can get it back. He get back 2032. His publishing, he get back 2032. No problem.
That shit ain't no time soon, though. But
I know.
It's a window, though. You got a window.
And once again, that's U.S. rights. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much the bulk of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where he was famous. That's going to be most of the money, or a good portion of the money. You know what I'm saying? But he can get his U.S. rights. Absolutely. I mean, if you could find other things like bad accounting and things like that on top of it, you might be able to bring it to court and get back the whole piece.
You would have to audit you would have to audit the label.
Nah, not even upon an audit.
Because remember, dude said he still owes me $2 million. So you have to prove. You have to.
Money, you'll find money in the audit, but that doesn't mean that you can accuse them to get out the deal over that. That's not malicious per se. That's just usual business.
What I'm saying, dude went on the Breakfast Club and said he still owes me $2 million. Now you have to prove he owes you $2 million. That's why you're not making a move.
He said
Mace
said that
Mace owes him $2 million. So now you have to prove that, because this is the reason why we're not moving forward. You're saying a la Jelly Bean, you're saying he's in the red. So now you got to prove he's in the red. Mm-hmm. So that's when you audit the label to say, all right, prove I'm in the red now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, he can audit them, but that doesn't mean that he get out the situation.
But I mean, it could prove that I'm not in the red, so I don't owe you $2 million. You understand what I'm saying?
The pre-digital contract, there should be some money in there anyway. You see what I'm saying? There'll be some money. Does it add up to what he's unrecouped on the $2 million? I couldn't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? But
he sold 5 million records.
I do different techniques to box things in.
Yeah, I mean, he sold 5 million records.
That's just domestically. That means he sold more worldwide. Yeah, I mean, he might have sold the extra 2 million foreign.
Yeah, and then this is what I'm saying. When you do the next album with them, and then he do a third album, because he did Welcome Back. He did Double Up. Then he did Welcome Back with Breathe, Stretch, Let It Go. He did another one.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, so I don't know if they recoup. That's what he's saying off the advances and everything. He owes them bread, but that's when you have to go. Listen, show me how I owe you the money. You know what I'm saying? Show me off the advances, off the budgets. Show me how I owe you the money. You know what I'm saying? I got a dope interview with Tracy Lee too coming up.
Okay, Trey Lee.
Yeah, you know, he's a lawyer now. You know,
He's a lawyer now.
Yeah, he got some interesting stories.
Well, I wouldn't mind talking to him.
I'll put you on the phone with him right after we get.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind talking to him.
Yep.
You know? Yeah. But yeah, so that's the case of him, man. We gotta, get rid of these fraudsters in the business. They're not good. You know what I'm saying? I think, these hip hop guys, they put in a lot of work and they should get their just desserts on everything that they do.
Yeah, because bro, man, it ain't nothing like being in that studio. Many people lost family. Like your girl didn't believe in you, that you loved. You didn't see your children. You had to go on the road, go on tour, different things, and all the work that you put in. There was no monetarily, there was no gain, and people really don't believe in you when you don't bring no money, especially as a man. You only as good as how you able to provide. All that, you in the studio all day and ain't no money. I remember I was dealing with this female, and I was so happy, man. I just interviewed American Gangster just came out, and I just interviewed Frank Lucas, the Frank Lucas, and I was like, yo, I just interviewed Frank Lucas, and I remember her saying to me, where's the money though? And I was like,
really?
Oh, damn, like I'm just starting an interview thing, and the money's gonna come, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I just interviewed And then it was like, yo, you don't have no money. Like, you're not getting no money for it. You bullshitting. But, you know, and they didn't, you know, a lot of people don't understand what you go through in this creativity, in this creative process. And you just want your just due. I don't want more than what I'm entitled to. But you're telling me I ain't entitled to shit. And I created the damn composition. You know what I'm saying? So this is just where we at as a culture. I did a whole Fendi turned it into a damn DVD. The interview was so damn long. He turned into a whole DVD, the come up
Really?
DVD, the Frank Lucas edition. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And I came in the house, I was happy. American Gangsters out. I'm like, yo, I just interviewed Frank Lucas and Double Exposure. I don't know if they still exist. That was a PR firm. They hit me up. Could you interview Frank Lucas? I was like, damn, I'm getting called from PR. Shit, I done made it. I came in the house. Yo, I just interviewed Frank Lucas. Where's the money though? And it was like,
Yeah.
all the air came out my tire. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew, damn. I started thinking imagine all the artists that spend time away from their women, away from their children, away from so many people in that studio, going on the road. Because, bro, the audience don't know about promo tours. You don't
man.
Listen, let me explain to y'all promo tours really quick.
Yo, bro.
Promo tours is when the artist goes on, it could be a 30-city tour, and all they get is maybe $65 a day to eat.
Less than that. Shoot.
It was 30 back in the days. It was 30.
I
got 65. I was happy.
We were getting like 35.
Yeah, I got 65. I was happy to get 65. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't had no vices. But you get $30 a day to eat. You're performing every night for not a damn dollar. The venue is getting money. The bar is getting money. Everybody's getting paid but you. And you could have a top 10 record. At this time, you're doing a promo tour. So every artist that you seen could have a #1 record in the country, and they on a promo tour.
And you risking your life on tour.
And you risking your life on tour, and you on the bus.
I've been through some shit. I've seen bullets fly.
Yeah, I've been.
I've had to tuck and duck. I seen a kid, or me and Ski. You know Ski.
Yes, sir.
I was in North Carolina with Ski.
Oh, North Carolina! I was going to tell you a North Carolina story. That's where it goes.
Yo, bro, I was in North Carolina with Ski.
Shout out to NC. Y'all bugged out there.
We had a group out there, and there was a group that was going to perform before us to open it up. One guy came on the robe in a robe like Andre 3000, and his man was plainclothes dressed, and they were freestyling on stage. The guy in the robe had a pocket and all this. They had one mic. They were fighting over the mic, freestyling in front of like 400 or 500 people. The guy in plainclothes took the mic from the guy in the robe. The guy went in his robe pocket, pulled out a gun right on stage in front of 400 or 500 people. Cat jumped off stage. He shot his man right in front of everybody. Shot right in front of everybody.
Yeah, it goes up. So again, so a lot of people don't know that you can have a top 10 record charting, because what the audience don't know, you have national charts, but at one point college radio was just as big as national.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh my God.
So everybody did college tours, because that's where they booked you. You did homecomings, you did college tours. That was so big in the culture. I don't know how it is anymore, because I don't know about touring, but yeah, it used to be. College tours were huge. So you would go to colleges, you would go to their halls, and you would go to their little campus stuff, and you would do a college tour, and you might do 10, 15 HBCUs. You ain't get a damn dollar, because it's college. They don't have no money. They don't have a budget, but somebody got paid. It just wasn't you, because they had to put you on the bus. They had to provide transportation. A lot of times your label, and your label will give you $30 a day. Now, if you had homies with you, that's on them. They gave you, artists, the DJ, maybe sometimes not even the DJ, whoever was signed got $30 a day. Now, if you took 10 people with you.
Oh, yeah. I was a manager. They weren't giving me nothing.
Yeah, you're not getting nothing.
I had to bring like 300 e-pills with me.
Yeah. The sling, right? Yeah.
Honestly, mind you, this is the 90s. So,
you
know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to live that way.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
To stay on the road with them.
Yep. You didn't get nothing. Yeah, nah, people don't know. People think with this industry and this culture is very hunky dory. A lot of people been through some shit. And I'm talking about the promo tour. You might even leave. You might do the Chitlin circuit. You might be performing in the fucking barn. I'm not joking.
Bro. Yo,
am I joking?
Spots,
a literal
crazy
barn.
Places, bro. Yo, I've been in them.
Places. Listen, bro. Did you ever go to the places where there's no stage? A nigga performing.
Yeah.
There's no stage. A nigga performing in front of people that's right here. There's no stage. There's one microphone, like you said. Wireless mics? Man, that shit ain't come out to the 2000s and all that shit. Niggas had wired mics. This shit got feedback. All that was going on. So it's some artists who've been through hell to get you good music. And they never got their just due. So this is what people like him and like I do to fight to get people's information out there, because it is greedy people who definitely ate off this culture and got a lot. Shit, I remember having to perform in the DJ booth. And it was the DJ mic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to go right next to the DJ. You know, so people have been through hell. So when you see people like Busta, Jay-Z, Nas, Fat Joe, and other, they've been in the game for 30 years. Let them tell you some of those stories of the early tours. Hell. And even, bro, let them know, even when they are an established artist that might get $500K for a show or $150 for a show, they still do promo tours. To this, it don't matter how big of an artist you are. You could be a platinum artist and still do promo tours. You still will do a tour where you don't get no money from your label. You still will do a promo tour. You can be a platinum artist that sold 70 million records, and they put you on a tour. We need you to go out for 10 dates and you'll get per diem. Some of your favorite artists still do promo tours to this day.
The things that some of these guys go for, bro, I was telling somebody, man, speaking of 70 million records, I know an artist that sold 70 or 80 million records worldwide. I went into his portal and he's still unrecouped. This guy's first 2 albums sold maybe like 11 million.
Combined or a piece?
What'd you say?
Combined or a piece? 11 million or?
Well, the first 2 albums sold like 5 each, 5 point something each. You know, they might have did like 11 domestically. I mean, worldwide they probably did 15 or something. And, you know, another 4 or something. But like I said, this guy sold at least 70 million records worldwide, something like that. He's unrecouped maybe like $4 point something million, $5 million in the statement.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
So give them your contact info.
Yeah, man, y'all can reach me at Congo Roach at Instagram, Facebook. I'm not on it much, but you know, if y'all DM me, I'm around. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more into that. It's just not really my personality, but
more to gram. What I don't want anybody who's watching this to do, to hit them up to try to get consultation and just talk. We ain't got we don't got no time. Listen, family, we don't got no time for that. So a lot of times people be wanting
to help you, but if you want to get educated, you gotta pay me to get educated.
Yeah, this is what because you pay college tuition.
You'll hang up knowing more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You can't. That's what they be doing. They be, let me ask you something, and they want to big homie you and king you and all these fucking buzzwords that sound good if I had an ego.
Yo, I've had I mean, if you go to the videotape and see what I had to go through, you know what I'm saying, to get where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm still going against old friends I haven't spoken to in years. I got another cat besides Rollo that put me with the feds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to say his name because I still But I got a cat grew up with most of my life, bro. He put me with the feds. He put me and one of the Godsons people with the feds.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him since in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's running around the industry making up stories about me. So I don't tell people his business or how he set me up with the feds. But I can't really put that energy. I got to do work. So I really try to not put my energy into that. But, you know, there's a lot of suckers out there that are in the industry, you know, fucking playing cop games and little wormy games and shit like that.
And
you know what I'm saying?
and it's another situation that maybe one day we'll give it to them that we talked about. Some of them other boys that be looking for rappers and they try to you know how they be running down on rappers behind the scenes and asking questions to other people like, what do you know about such and such? Not we'll just leave it like that. But it's a lot of people that's in trouble with a certain demographic of government.
Oh no, of course, man. I mean, yo, Bo, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So we'll just leave it like that. We ain't gonna give it to them. But
I know this game gets black. This game gets Black Pantherish.
Yo,
Let's just say that.
Yeah,
you know,
this game.
Like the 70s.
Yeah, this game is woo Nelly.
There's a lot of infiltrators.
Yeah,
different sizes, shapes, and forms. Let's just say that.
So a lot of people you trust, a lot of people you love, you wonder why they carrying on because they working. And they ain't working for who you think they working for. They working for worse than that.
Yeah, they ain't working for the label.
Yeah, they ain't working for the label.
They working for more than the label.
They ain't working for the label because you got to remember all them organizations with certain acronyms and letters, they are all tied together. And when they want somebody, they all sit down in the room and say, how could I get them?
I mean, just think about the 1-2 punch, man. I mean, look, if you're in trouble, or if you're intimidating, the first thing motherfuckers gonna try to do to
Al Capone
make you weaker.
They say they're gonna Al Capone you.
Yeah, they're gonna
Al Capone. Yeah, exactly. So they'll figure it out from there. They're gonna Al Capone you.
They're gonna Al Capone you and weaken your structure.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Then after they weaken your structure, that structure can actually go up for auction and be bought by somebody else, like other people that you've seen. Wide Awake Entertainment, E1's owning property now that they never owned. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't afford, you know, to pay $300 million for your catalog back after the Al Capone, you know.
Yeah, Al Capone hit you.
Yeah,
because now you got to prove
you
got to prove how you got this, and then anything coming in, you sow in the red that just go to them. You don't even get that.
That's
and
it.
And then your
man.
plaques that they spray painted silver and gold on the record ain't worth shit. Some of their jewelry that they got, watches, Rolexes with all them diamonds in, they give them like $500 for that. He might pay $50,000 for that. You might get $500.
All of that. They
taking all of that, but they'll tell you that the worth is like $500, and you might have paid $50,000 for a watch, and because you killed the gold with diamonds, worth $500.
Oh yeah, once you put holes
bust it down
in your watch, once you put holes in your watch. And then imagine if you take diamonds out the watch, you got a watch with holes in it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's gonna buy that watch? You know what I'm saying? Plus the diamonds that were put in, they weren't like certified.
What did he say? Those ain't Rolex diamonds. The fuck you done to that?
They're not certified. These diamonds supposed to have a card.
Yes.
Yeah, right. These are just like, freaking ice chips.
Even when you see somebody's chain and it's diamonds up, if you turn the chain to the back, it should have holes on it because diamonds have to breathe as well. Mm-hmm. So when it be some solid shit and there's all diamonds in the front, they either just pave diamonds or they're not set. Diamonds got to get individually set.
Yeah, or some cheap ass company that's got imitation shit.
Yeah, or some lab. They got, because they got lab made diamonds too.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's big now.
Yeah, they got lab made.
Moissanites.
Yeah. No, they're diamonds, but they're lab made.
Yeah.
This is, look, I mean, because it's my name, I study so much about diamond. I know everything about diamond, but they're lab-made diamonds. Because the only way you could cut a diamond is with a laser. A lot of people don't know that. You can't cut a diamond. That shit got to be laser cut. So that's why princess cut is so expensive, because it's an invisible set. One of the cheapest diamonds is baguettes, because they be cloudy a lot. But when you do the princess cut, pave is just sprinkled diamonds. That's like diamond cluster. But when you have a princess cut, that's when you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's no set and there's no line in between them. They just look like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So when people get that watch and it's a Rolly or it's a Breitling and it's icy and you like, that shit's shining. Those ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you done to that? Because Rolex, sometimes I have one diamond in it, in the face though, not around the bezel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not the band.
Inside.
Yeah, exactly. Inside, you know.
The little chip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you see that bezel iced out and that band iced out,
aftermarket,
it looked nice. It's beautiful.
Aftermarket.
But
aftermarket.
It don't work. So yo, bro, I want to thank you for coming through.
Yeah, as always, man. You know, once again, you know, we trying to get rid of these fucking people in the business.
Yeah.
They're not good for the culture. You know, anybody dealing with guys like this, stay away. Anybody want to holler at me, once again, they can go to GONGU ROACH at Instagram, Facebook, either one. You know, serious inquiries only.
Yeah, that's serious inquiries only.
You know, I'm not here for cuts and band-aids.
Yeah.
And how do I register my song at BMI and stuff like that? I'm here for the tragical, most severe stories, the hard things that you can't figure out, you know, the things that take critical thinking, the things that you think that might not be able to work or happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to, you know, tell you what's realistic, if we could do it or if we can't, you know, in our approach. And, you know, I work efficiently.
Yeah, not a guy who did like an EP last year and you think somebody's stealing your publishing because you only streamed 10,000 streams, so somebody's robbing you. Not you, nigga. If you got a catalog and you know something ain't right because you signed some faulty paperwork or your statements look a little weird, especially for artists who are big name artists. If you're up for a Grammy or you win a Grammy, your back catalog going up. Your sales always go up. So that's when you should be saying, hold up, I'm a Grammy because I'm a Grammy winning artist. So you might be new on the Grammy thing. You might have been in the industry for years, but you're being introduced to an audience that might not even heard of you before. So they start searching you on Apple Music. They start searching you on Spotify. So when you win a Grammy, your sale. I remember when people won a Grammy, they were always gonna go gold. Certified gold from winning a Grammy. Right after the Grammy. So if you won a Grammy, everything gonna go up. So that's when you start saying, hold on, I need some of this. I need to protect all my money. So again, what Big said, I got lawyers watching lawyers so I don't go broke, even though that wasn't the case, but it sounded good.
Yeah, but
it sounded good. So yo, good man. I'm gonna hit you up later on, and I'm gonna try to get you on the phone with Trey Lee.
Absolutely, man. Good talking to you. Thank you, everyone watching. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Like I said, y'all know how to reach me. I'm here.
Yep.
Appreciate
all right.
it.
So I'm gonna sign you out, and we build later on.
All right, man. You take care.
Yep. All right, y'all. So yeah, that was my dude. You know, I try to bring y'all information because, again, a lot of stuff y'all be watching on podcasts where they be sitting together and dudes be sitting there lying they ass off. I'm telling you, they be lying. And when I say somebody's lying, yo, you just hating because I be like, yo, they're lying. And then the very next day, they got to do this apology tour because they lied and they got called out on their lies. Or you realize that they lying and they got to do apology tours and people just start calling them out. Or they even come out and say, nah, I was just lying. I was just clout chasing without saying they was clout chasing. So again, I'm not into clout chasing. I don't have a problem with the making of music. I don't have the problem with the music. I have a problem with the infrastructure of the business. So the punk who left a comment one day and said, you've been hating on the industry for years. Well, punk, you're not even in the industry. I am. And again, when I see people getting done dirty and don't get paid for their works and they're entitled, shit, why wouldn't we fight for people to get what they deserve? Shouldn't we all get what we deserve? Shit, if I built the damn building, should I not at least get paid for it? That's what we want now in this country. Everybody as black men and women in this country, we want reparations. People say we want reparations. So why not somebody in the business get reparations for their work? So they can't get what they deserve, and I'm hating on the business. But we as a people want reparations. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So again, I'm not sorting anybody out. I'm not calling people and say, did you get done dirty? Did you get done dirty? But no, when people hit me up and say, yo, I got a story to tell. Shit, that's what all these podcasts was built off of, telling stories. I am the founder of that. And what's the better story than the story that's coming from somebody else? Firsthand stories. So now y'all dick eating, not y'all, not my audience, y'all the greatest. But I see people dick eating, such and such said, and it's going viral. And I be like, yo, that is an absolute lie. That is a lie. And I'm not mad at the music business. I love the music business. I love the culture. But I don't love the shady, shiesty shit that be going on, because I'm not for that. Because the minute I feel like I'm getting robbed or I'm not getting what I deserve and I'm putting in the work, somebody gonna shed blood. That's just a fact. Because if I'm gonna lose everything and I'm not gonna get where I could provide for me and mine, I'm going out on a limb. And you could take this, write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck. You ain't playing with me and mine. Straight up and down. So all y'all out there thinking you gonna take what I deserve and fucking buy chicks watches and buy chicks ass and buy titties for women or for my hardworking labor, y'all right. You gonna need a new ass too after I blow it off with this Gistle. Pause. Cause you know y'all weird. Y'all might be like, oh shit, he said he gonna blow my ass. You know, y'all a little, let me just rephrase all that. You gonna need a new chin. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is dirty. We do all the work. We do all the heavy lifting. And somebody just comes along. And that's what a vulture is, people. A vulture, if you look at a vulture, when you look at the elk that was killed on the plain, right? The plain is the land, right? The lion killed the elk. He ate the elk. And the hyenas might have came and said, yo, you dead on this elk. It's 4 lionesses, but it's 50,000 or 50 hyenas. So they come and they dead the lions. But you didn't see none of this happen. You didn't see the work that the lion put in. You didn't see the lion get gored. You didn't see the lions and the hyenas fighting. All you saw was the buzzards, which are vultures. And you like, damn, them vultures killed some elks. Them vultures about that life. The vultures get all the credit. But they didn't do no heavy lifting. They didn't deal with being gored. They didn't have to fight the hyenas. So that's what I'm saying about the culture that I'm in of media. People didn't see when people was calling me, yo, you walking around with that camera shit? Yo, what are you doing? Yo, what the hell is this? What the hell is that? Yo, now they all doing it. Now everybody's sitting there. So you mean to tell me? And I'm like, look at little me's. You know what I'm saying? And again, you are absolutely right. What is your name? Let me shout you out. Dolo and Company. Protect black art. Because at the end of the day, it's our intellectual property. And that's what I try to do a video explaining to you. Your intellectual property and your art is important, because, and the deep thing about it, let me tell y'all something really, really deep. Today is my brother's birthday. November 30th is the day is my brother's birthday. And y'all know my brother passed. So I'm still here working. You know, I was feeling a little down a little earlier till he hit me, because this interview came about today. But I was like, yo, you know what? If Mel was here, he would tell me, yo, man, go do your interviews. You know what I'm saying? So I work through shit that might be bothering me. I don't have no time to sulk. I don't have no time to sit in the corner and cry. I don't have no time to do none of that shit. I gotta work. When he hit me today, and I'm gonna show and prove this. You know what I'm saying? Again, one thing about me, I'm not no liar. I'm not a person who just make up shit to shit. I could show you. If I could zoom in. Can I zoom in? How do you zoom in? Well, you can see the time. The time is 7 something. Peace, bro. He said, peace, bro. I'm beefing with this guy who stole Wu-Tang Brand Nubian 7:30. So all I could say is, yo, he said, I said to him, I'm gonna read it to y'all. I said, he told me that. I said, can you speak on it publicly? He said, hell yeah, too. I took him to court for Dane Grease and won. I can tell anything and everything about him. I said, okay, can you do it? He said, you tell me. I said, now? Now? He said, give me 15 minutes. That was at 7:30. Y'all seen I was on at 8 o'clock. I mean, 8:45. So this is where we at. You know what I'm saying? We don't got no time, man. We never know when it's our time. I appreciate you, Hard Facts Media. Shout out to you. We don't have no time to be playing. We work every day. So again, I don't have time to sit around and cry. I don't have time to play. All I want to do is do stuff for this culture to elevate it and educate at the same time. I told y'all a long time ago, the problem that I have with a lot of people is the lack of information. So when we have these individuals who's billionaires and he got this and he got that, and we looking at their boats, houses, clothes, and Balenciagas and all that shit, we be like, damn, but they never taught us how to get money. They just tell us we got to work, but they don't even tell you how to work. You understand what I'm saying? So I like bringing people on a platform that can give you information on how to clear up some of your shit or how to move further in what you're doing. Each one teach one. So it's not really many people who use their platform to teach you anything. They kind of scold you and tell you why you ain't shit. It's people who sit before you and say, this is what I hate about black people. And I be sitting there saying, you must not be black. Because if you hate something about black people, you hate that shit about yourself too. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to act like I wasn't out there fucking up. I was fucking up, but this is how I rectify my mistakes. And I don't act like I'm different from anybody. I just think different. I move different. I got a clear head. So all I could do is use the platform that I have to give y'all information. And that's what I've been doing since y'all first ever saw me, just giving you info of how to either get your mind right, how to get sober, how to get your music right, everything. So again, I appreciate y'all. EJP Entertainment, yo man, I appreciate y'all. And if you've been down with me since Forbes DVD, you've seen my changes. You've seen again, and I'm a living testament to change. It's just one thing about us Brooklyn dudes. And Blizz is telling me one day, he said, yo man, I don't think they understand just us being from Brooklyn. We are naturally by nature very confrontational. It's nothing personal. It's just what we are. You know what I'm saying? It's just what we are. Like, we don't take disrespect well. It's just up. You know what I'm saying? That's why we talk so respectful. Yes, Tasha would definitely know my brother. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but like I said, he'd be yelling at me like, yo, you better go work. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow's the 1st. So again, you don't work, you don't eat. But I appreciate y'all. Again, if you need anger management, domestic violence intervention, life coaching, Karim Blizz Johnson can help you. Contact him on Instagram at Karim Blizz Johnson for your assessment now, as well as for only $100, I promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, www.doggiediamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo, serious inquiries only. If you got a candle line, if you got an album, if you got a YouTube, if you got a clothing, if you got everything or anything that you need to get promoted and you think my platform could put it out there, You can buy a banner. There's many things that you can do, or you could just do the $100 promo. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And on that note, also, if you don't get the, hold on, let me come back for y'all. If you don't get the notifications and you feel like you want the notifications, just go to theinterviewking.com, put your name on the email list. You will get everything. You know what I'm saying? You will get everything. And then I want you to know as well, any consultation that you do with Corinne Bliss Johnson ain't got nothing to do with Doggie Diamonds TV. That's between you and him. Confidentiality. I don't even know y'all. I don't even know who his clients are. I don't even know when you talk to him. I do not know. So I don't want anybody to believe or anybody to think that when you talk to him, you talking to me. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. So when you talk to him, that's client, therapist, confidentiality. I don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to know nothing. Don't want to know nobody business. So you can definitely hit him up for your assessment. You could definitely hit him up to have him walk you through a lot of stuff. And that's between you and him. We don't talk about his work outside of what we're gonna do together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's what it is, man. On that note, I'm out of here. Till next time. Tiptoe.